All right, and we are back with ESQ-Astro. I am ESQ-Astro. This is ESQ-Astro sauce. Just giving y'all the sauce through the tarot right now. Working on some other things. I had some downtime without internet for a moment, so we are back in full effect. Getting into today's collective read. This is Tuesday, and it is July 21st. I do have a read that I was getting ready to post before my internet went down, and I have both of those videos posted, so make sure you check that read. That read was for, I believe, last Friday, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm in full effect now. Again, here at ESQ Astro Sauce, we do a classic Egyptian tarot spread with the cards that are the Egyptian tarot. Okay, and then we use the gods of Egypt to clarify and classify the reading for what it should be, as far as what is to get from the overall message, and then what is the message for what you can't see coming. All right, so we do a quick little split of the cards and get things right back in full effect. Calling in the Most High, my spirit guides, and my ancestors to guide the reading. First card coming out is the Magician in reverse. Okay. Second card is the Chariot in reverse. Temperance in reverse. The Sun in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune upright. The Star card upright. The Devil upright. The Fool upright. The Hermit upright. Top of the deck, Justice in the upright. Okay. Yeah. So other than that first row, everything else is in the upright. Definitely a change around. Yeah, definitely a change around coming. Bottom of the deck, what we can't see coming is the Hierophant in the upright. Okay. So yeah, definitely something changing around. I mean, because to go from the Sun in reverse to the Wheel of Fortune, and then the rest of the reading being in the upright, I would say something is definitely changing around for some justice to come out in the end. What this may be here in the first row, what I can see is uh, some type of, maybe, I wouldn't say trickery, but maybe some type of manipulation in the situation. That could involve some type of vehicle or some type of movement. Okay. Um, this is something that definitely has an imbalance. There's an imbalance, that's causing, again, temperance to be in reverse. So that's kind of, somebody may be out of their wits, or in a crisis. That's another thing that temperance in reverse could reveal. The Sun in reverse is just showing that some things, again, may be in the dark, or there may be some type of deception here, and it may be exposed when things change around. Because again, this Wheel of Fortune coming right out in the second row. I'm definitely going to say that's a good measure for exactly what we want to see after the first row coming out like it did. And then the Star card comes out right behind that. So this is some type of ignition of star power. I believe it's going to be something that really turns something around for somebody. That's what this bottom row could also represent. If things have been, you know, this particular way for you, things could be actually turning around. So, um, again, there are many different ways to interpretate the cards, but that's what I see. I see the whole first row, because I want to make this the weekly read too, since I didn't get a chance to do that as well. But I would just say the first seven cards are laying out, you know, something specific to me that may be a day by day, something that just turns around. Um, so again, by Thursday, Friday, you may be seeing something significant change or come into fruition that may have not been what you expected. So, um, and again, that's going to ignite something. You're getting back out there. You're able to make moves. There could be a golden opportunity that comes about. But again, we have to make sure that it's not toxic. Something that we're binding ourselves to something that could be an illusion or delusion. Okay, that's heavy there. This is definitely showing more of an individualistic uh, person being talked about, and mostly divine masculine here. We have a couple representations of the divine feminine, but the divine masculine is definitely present. And I would definitely say this may be a message more towards the divine masculine, especially with that Hierophant coming out in the bottom of the deck, which is again what you can't see coming. Okay. So again, the Fool can be in that position. You're ready to take a new adventure. You're ready to jump off the ledge. You're ready to see what's at the bottom, of that waterfall. The main thing again is something binding could be coming in, and it may not be bad. Just may be contractual or binding in a way that has you doing something that maybe you do like to do, but would rather do something else. But it could be something that's actually going to pay you well. So Hermit coming out after the Fool, definitely on that journey. It may be one of those alone or self journeys where you really have to govern yourself and intake a lot of information. I definitely see something with some type of learning process or something coming in with new information, to be gathered, learned, maybe even adjusted to when it comes to things that you may not be used to or have to get used to in a different way based upon this movement that's coming in. Because again, the Fool confirming the Will card, it's definitely talking about some new things and abundance or new pathways opening. Or again, you going in a different direction than what you've been going to get to this top card, get to justice. And I would say that's what this whole turnaround is for maybe the first 3 to 4 days of the week. There definitely may be some challenges that get you to this point of the Wheel of Fortune. Things are really building up to that summer energy, getting past the midpoint once Mercury retrograde ends on Thursday. Okay. And that's going to give us a lot more clarity. The fog will kind of clear. We still have about 7 to 10 days thereafter where we'll have that post retrograde shadow. So, that 10-day period will take us to about the 5th of August. So, you guys be aware, we got that eclipse coming up August 12th, which is going to be it's going to be a rocker because it's happening in the fire sign. And again, you can use fire in the right way and heat yourself and cook and do all types of things. But again, this fire can get out of control, so we have to be aware of the increase in solar activity that's been going on as well. So we could see volcanoes erupting around this particular eclipse cycle. We can also see, again, home fires, fires and desire when it comes to love. Marriage can be one of the things that Leo season will ignite. Charity, you can feel more charitable, but again, depending on your sign, it may not be the time for you to give, but time to receive. So you have to know your season. As I was watching the podcast the other day, and it just made sense. If you don't know what season you're in of your life, you may be wanting to do summer things, but you're really in your winter season. You understand what I'm saying? So we know in winter everything is dead, so things go through that dead state because life goes through stages to preserve itself. If we watch nature, that's what it does. Just because a tree doesn't have leaves doesn't mean it's not alive. It's going through that regeneration process. We as living, walking trees, we are the same. We go through our seasons, and if we don't know what season we're in, we'll force or try to do things that are out of season, and again aren't working, and will only frustrate you. Okay, so again, this is why astrology plays a big part of my life, as well as doing tarot, to get to the bottom line, get to the messages, get to the energy that's actually present, that I can interpretate and put put meaning to what I'm actually going through. Because again, I don't do this for entertainment purposes. I do this for people looking for a clear way to kind of see, what's in front of them, as well as a little antidote to give direction, because again, I'm speaking to you guys, but I'm speaking to myself. I'm part of the collective as well. Plus, I'm doing the reading. So I do feel sometimes a lot of the energy will come from me. But again, I do channel the Most High to guide the reading for those who tune in to get the best message. I always recommend that you call in whoever you need to call in to see the best message from your end. We'll do the overview for the short, and you guys can check that out if you just want to kind of get your own interpretation and see the cards up close, and kind of see what you see for yourself. Okay. But what we can see at the bottom of the deck, the Hierophant, I think is going to be something good. This may be an elevation of position, or a call from a higher up that you just never would think was coming in. So, prepare for be prepared for the unknown. That's what I'll say, because it definitely can have some change and some turnaround, and some things go in a particular direction that you may not be even considering or thinking. But the main thing is that you get in that direction and you do what you need to do to make it happen. Because at the end of the day, we got a car falling out. The healing car fell out. Okay. So, but yeah, you got to make it happen. And see, I do all my, like I say, all my shuffles on camera, so y'all see I don't play with the cards before. I pull them right out the box and put them down. And I simplify with 2 decks just because they're both in the same category of chematology or Egyptology, when it comes to using the gods and the different measures that we use to see exactly what we need to see with the cards. Okay. So I'm going to do one last quick shuffle of the cards. It's telling me to get it right, get it tight. All right. And that's it. All right, we'll take those from the bottom and put them on top. And what the gods say, yep, completeness in reverse. Okay. So something is incomplete. Okay. And that's where a lot of this flippage may be coming. I believe that's really clarifying this first row, but really the overall reading. Something's not complete, and some type of justice is coming in to, I believe, bring in that completeness. Bottom of the deck for the gods, yeah, is the Hope card in reverse. So they confirmed everything in reverse there, and that's what you can't see coming. And again, the Hope card in reverse, the opposite of hope is, disparity to me. I think hope is more optimistic. The opposite of hope would be more pessimistic. Okay, so somebody may be not looking at something in the right way. Okay, but when that turnaround comes, there's going to be it's going to be some justice coming in, but there may be somewhat of an opposition when it comes to something being incomplete and need to be in a place of completeness, and again, a place where hope may have been lost. There may be again an imbalance in what it is to restore that. Because again, the bottom of the deck is always going to tell you what you can't see coming, and what you can't see coming is the despair. Um, and it may be coming from, again, somebody else in the situation, whether it's a higher up. I don't see much pertaining to a relationship situation, but more of maybe a work situation. Okay. um, yeah, definitely something in work. Again, a promotion is what I'm seeing, ultimately, or some type of new position that again gives you the justice that you need to start turning things around. And with completeness in reverse, again, something's incomplete. So uh, this has to this has to actually all take place. Like I say, this could be the first 7 days. By next Sunday we could be getting to exposing this illusion, or realizing what we binded ourselves to, or have a push pull situation where something may be serving in one way, but again, toxic in another way. Okay. So there is a mixed message, I would say, through the reading, with the clarifiers from the gods coming out in the reverse. And again, that whole first row is in reverse, and then everything went in the upright. So y'all check the short and get what you get from it. I'm gonna get to recording that, but I just want to see what's under the Hierophant before I go. Yep, and it's the Lover's card, so it may be a love situation, and the World card is under that. So yeah, I would say big change coming in, and it could be something that's really financial. Big financial change. I don't see it being something small to cause the type of justice that it's causing. I believe it's something. Um, it's probably more than what you're going to expect, and it definitely will again bring justice, but again cause some type of elevation in your stance, or position at work where you may get more money for that, or be called on in a particular situation, because again the star is at the heart of the reading. So somebody may be actually seeing your worth, and you're being called on in that particular way to um, provide something in a situation that is actually a cure-all for everyone involved. But ultimately, that justice is what's being seen there. So, but that's what I have for the reading for today. Again, I have two readings going to come out today, so hopefully you can check both of them. The other one is going to be from the last short I did. Didn't realize that my home net went down, and I had posted the short. So that short posted with no video. So if you guys been following, if you haven't, just do things in chronological order as far as the different dates. I have them date stamped. So, but even if you find it on a date that's not that date, again, you may find something in the reading. That's why I'm recommending you check out the other reading that I'm going to post that I recorded a few days ago. So like, share, subscribe. If you resonate with the reading, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know what you see. Because sometimes I'm always enlightened by watching other tarot readers. Also, with the Magician in reverse, it could talk about, um, you know, uh, being in a place where you feel unfulfilled, or you don't feel like your magic is activated. You kind of in a feeling of one way, but things are going to change around where you recognize who you are. And even if you are in that place of recognition, something's going to happen to solidify that and clarify that for you, and give you even more confidence to stepping into that zone, and taking on this challenge. That's what the devil could be as well. It could be a challenge that comes with this Wheel of Fortune, this uptick. So just cross your T's, dot your I's, be on your P's and Q's, and yeah, stay in tune with ESQ-Astro for the truth, and we'll keep bringing the messages as long as we got the internet. So I appreciate y'all tuning in. ESQ-Astro signing out. Peace.